What's going on, guys? Hope everybody is doing well. Just decided to do a quick video of what I did with this guy. Uh, it's about the shifter bushings. Uh, I'm just gonna cut to the chase, and I strongly recommend for you guys to do this because it's a huge difference. It's literally night and day, and I don't even have a short shifter yet. I'm debating whether to get the whole assembly through Monkey Wrench Racing or just the shifter knob with the shifter bushings, but for now I only have the shifter cable that leads to the transmission. Those are the only bushings I have at the moment, and just by doing that, like I said, it's night and day. I strongly recommend for you guys to do it too. It's extremely cheap to do and fairly easy to do too. And then of course I got the tune back excuse me, I got the tune back from R9K, and it extremely woke up the car by far. I still need to get used to driving it. I want to put in some miles first before I decide to go on a rampage and start having fun with it. So I've been meaning to do that. The weekend is finally here, and I'm definitely going to put some miles on it, starting tomorrow being Saturday. So that's what I plan to have with the car, but other than that, it's back and running. And it seems like my first gear isn't popping out anymore, for the fact that that rear torque mount was completely broken. So I noticed that every time I took off in first gear, it wouldn't pop out and my shifter wouldn't even move. So I think that fixed the issue. Hopefully that is the case. So we're gonna find out. I'm gonna find out on the weekend and see if that's the case or not. So by putting in more miles to it with the new tune and doing some highway driving, whatever the case may be, I'll start doing some pulls, and I still need to delete the cat on this guy, and basically that'll be a straight exhaust, except for the Flowmaster that I have. It's basically just the stock headers and no cat that I plan to delete, and of course my Flowmaster, and that's about it. So guys, enjoy the video, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Taking off the stock bushing for the shifter cable is pretty easy. All you have to do is have a good breakfast or have a good meal and brace yourself to pop the stock bushing out. And it's pretty easy if you use a lot of force, but you can actually pop it out with your bare thumb and your finger. So what you do is just extremely press on it, and it comes right out. Now it came out pretty freely right now because I already did the work. Once you excessively push on it, it will come out. So this is basically what it looks like. This is stock bushing. This is the first time I'm seeing it myself, so it doesn't look too bad, I would say, but we'll see what comparison it is to the Monkey Wrench Racing brass bushings. Alright, so as you can see, there's a huge difference between the two. Obviously the rubber one is all deteriorated just a bit, but you can see right there's quite a large amount of height difference, so there's not going to be much play. And then of course you have this slot right here is where your pin will go, so you can slide in. But just the quality and difference, as you can see right off the bat, it should make I should notice some noticeable difference between the two. Alright, so Monkey Wrench Racing suggests with the kit to throw away the washer and cotter pin that comes originally with your original bushings. So we're gonna do that. They also suggest if your shifter linkage pins, which will be that guy right there, and the other one would be right there. Now, since we're touching the subject of those pins right there, some cars will get that rusted out, so they would suggest, you know, sanding that. And of course, once you have it nice and clean, fortunately I live in a rust-free zone for the most part. I mean, there's some rust right here, but considering the type of state that I live in, most cars don't have too much rust. So they suggest also, after having it nice and clean, using this stuff right here they supply with, just put some grease on those pins right there, so it could be nice and lubed up, so it could not get rusted or have it slide a lot more better when it comes to shifting. All right, and now we have that guy all lubed up. Insert the brass bushing. Now you want to point this guy with the cotter pin facing out, so that's how you insert it. And then after you do that, you'll slide right in your cable with ease. You won't be struggling with this, trust me, it will go in with ease. So the hardest part, I would say, of all this will be putting in this guy. I would suggest doing first the bushing that's pointing that way, for the fact that it's going to be a lot more harder once the other, because the other bushings, I feel like it's in the way. So once you take off that one, you have room to play around with that one. So when you're trying to put that seat clip by your hand, it's going to be really tough. So they suggest also using some pliers, so that's what I did. Just go ahead and use the pliers and squeeze them in, and they'll snap right in. They're not going to go in completely for the fact that these are seat clips, so you have this right here just bottoming out. But just to be sure, what I did was use a mirror just to double check that it's nice and snugged in. And then once you're finished with that process, you go ahead and insert this pin right here, and that's basically it. Go ahead and move on forward with the other bushing and call it a day. Bada beam, bada boom. So I could tell you guys this right now, I feel a total difference, and I haven't even driven the car. Like, the throws are more precise. I mean, yeah, it still wobbles, but when you put it in gear, you could actually feel it. Like, it goes, you don't have that ton of slop. I mean, it's just amazing. I'm sure once I connect my ECU, depending how I upload the video, maybe it's already installed in that, but once I get it driving, the throws on the shifter is a lot more amazing. You could just feel it go in precisely. So that is the end of the video. Hope you guys are doing well, and I'll see you guys soon driving this thing. I'll do the installation. The next video will be the installation of the torque mounts with the polyurethane inserts, and that'll be the next video until I get the chance to edit that, so you guys won't see me until then. And then after that, hopefully it'll be some pool videos with the new reflash tune that I got with the XRS. So you guys take care, and I'll see you guys soon.